Making the online space safer and helping victims of online harms. New initiatives on the horizon as a public-private sector partnership tasked with tackling online harms caps its one-year term. The Singapore Together Alliance for Action, or Sunlight AfA, was formed to do just that, especially for girls and women. Now, for more, let's hear from our reporter Lauren Ong. Lauren, tell us a bit more about these new initiatives.
Yeah, so these initiatives, there's one of the focuses is identifying and preventing online harms, and public education is one of such initiatives. And this include recommendations to how to navigate inappropriate content online, and also have the correct decisions when perhaps engaging online, like whether to click on this link or whether to friend a certain account. Another focus area is to help victims, and the victims of online harms can soon expect a helpline that will be manned by people who are equipped and trained to help these people. And they can also expect a free legal support. Actually, at about 100 volunteer lawyers have already committed to provide pro bono services through legal clinics. And of course, you will also need to equip them to help those in need. And so a dedicated manual will be in the works to help these first responders. And these will include information about court and police processes. And details for all these initiatives are still being worked out.
We kind of went into the field, worked on the ground a little, planted some seeds, but we need to continue to nurture this whole ecosystem so that we could build this structure together. The reality also is that the online space, technology is an evolving one.
So it sounds like quite a comprehensive list of initiatives, but the work of the Sunlight AfA, is it going to stop there?
Well, John, far from it. So findings from these conversations and public consultations can prove useful because, they've identified gaps and different areas that we can improve based on current processes. And so they've engaged a wide variety of groups to get a comprehensive idea of how the society as a whole can tackle this issue of online harms. To start, 48 people are involved in this partnership, and they span across public and private sectors. About 1,000 Singaporeans have been polled on the type and extent of online harms they've experienced so far. They've engaged in webinars, pilot workshops in schools, and the target audience is students, young adults, and parents. And all these members of the alliance have actually, even though the AFA's tenure is coming to a close, a new charity has been set up by those members to ensure longevity of these current efforts. And they'll also set out to come up with more ideas to tackle these issues about online harms.
It's not just having, one person, one voice, one organization, and it's also not about the public sector figuring out what to do and then charging ahead. It is really ground up, bringing together as many people as possible, as many organizations and perspectives as possible.
Lauren, this feels like it's the latest in a long line of efforts to tackle online harms. Give us a sense of why this issue is so important today.
Yeah, these concerns have come up, especially with the use of technology today, the internet, and how it facilitates online harassment that target women and girls specifically. If you were to look at recent headlines, and you will recall reports about maybe images and personal details that are posted online without consent, or about unwelcome engagement online like sexual harassment and online grooming. And there are also platforms around the engage, vice, and harm. So these are some areas of concern, especially for women and girls today, that are still prevalent today.
All right, Lauren, thanks very much for that insight and report. We've been speaking there with our reporter, Lauren Ong.